Let's see where am I at. Okay. Guys, this is a Lady Kenmore. The model number is 110.6605902. So I think with the Kenmore, the first two digits is the year it's made. So this is a 66, unless I'm completely mistaken. I'm pretty sure that that's how that goes, but this is an old school belt drive washer. We're going to change a belt on it. I'm going to wait a few minutes just so we can get some more people in here. And guys, I'm rolling solo, so I'm going to try and answer the questions on my phone while I'm changing the belt on this machine. So we'll get started in just a few minutes. That's awesome. Yes. Fixie Clary, you were off about a half a decade. You were close. 60s is right. Right? Yeah, early 60s. Yeah, it's mid 60s. Saludos 2024. 1970 piano key. That is what this is called. This is a piano key style machine. I would really appreciate my promise to my boyfriend I'd part with my beloved 1993 filter flow set. Oh, gosh. I really appreciate the offer, but I have so many vintage machines. This machine has been sitting here for like months, and I'm up to my ears with work, so I appreciate it. Hopefully, you do find a good home for it, and but I'm not that guy. I can't take him in. I'm so sorry. I'd love to take him, but I just have like 30 machines that I have to fix, and there's like a fine line between becoming a appliance fixer and collector and an appliance hoarder. So, and I'm towing that line closer to the hoarding stage. So, hello, Groby. Yeah, guys, I grew a beard. What do you think? I don't know. I kind of a fan of it. I was gonna grow my mustache back out. So, but like instead of like growing the mustache without the beard, so it wouldn't look weird, I just kind of grew the whole thing out, and then it literally and figuratively grew on me. So I kind of like it. So it stays for a while. We'll see how it works in the summer. I don't know if I can handle it. So. All right. Well, hi, we got about 20 people in here. So, guys, we're going to change a belt on this machine. This washer does kind of work. As in, it does fill up, it does wash, it does spin, it does drain the water out. The belt is so worn out and stretched that it actually takes a long time for it to start agitating. Once the belt warms up a little bit and the fluids start kind of flowing, it'll actually start to kick in and do something resembling a wash. But it desperately needs a belt. It's whooped. It's beyond whooped. This is arguably a non-functional machine because the belt is almost that bad. It's just short of broken. Also, the inlet valve on this washer does stick open occasionally, and we are definitely going to change that too because I accidentally flooded my service room the other day when I forgot to turn the spigots off. So we're going to put an inlet valve belt. I'm going to try and do the belt today first, and if I have time to get to the inlet valve, I'll do the inlet valve. But let me give you guys a quick look around the machine before I flip it. And guys, sorry it's I'm in like the upright camera. It wouldn't let me do it horizontally for some reason. So, but yeah, this is the washer. It's got a really like unusual agitator. I think it's called like a something pentaswirl or something. But these like fins, these individual fins are completely like, they're not connected with anything. So this is like the bottom of the tub. And so like these are just like fins that stick out. And then there's not much in the way of like side agitation. You pull this off, you get the soap cup, and then you have your little scrub daddy from the 60s here. I think this is called the Kenmore Scrubber. That's what it's called. The Kenmore Scrubber. And then this is the indicator cup detergent. So washing machines used to really come like dialed in. So yeah, it says also it's fabric softener, bleach dispenser. It does have a detergent dispenser here too. So this was definitely the Lady Kenmore back in the day. And it's got all sorts of really cool options. So like here you have just your wash cycles, like wash. This is like permanent press, wash, cool down, rinse, spin. This is wash, rinse, spin. This is probably a delicate cycle. And then this one where it's got the suds return. This is also a sud saver washer. It has pre-wash, and this is kind of like the main wash as far as like the, you know, normal cycle, so to speak. And then you pick your cycle kind of from here. So you have pre-wash with cottons, pre-wash with cottons colored, cottons, linens white, cottons, linens colored, permanent press, delicate, probably another delicate with, so this is probably delicate warm, delicate cold water, cold wash, spin only, custom care, which I'm not really sure what that is, heavy duty just kind of activates like the faster agitation, second rinse, and selective dialing, which I don't know what that means either. I've never owned one of these piano key type machines. But yeah, this is like, you know, pretty cool machine. Okay, and on the back, I'll show you guys before I end up flipping the machine. It's just kind of the inlet. There's two hoses, one's drain, one's save. These are not the correct hoses. I just kind of slapped something on here to make it go. And I think the model number is still on this side too, so it still says, I don't know if you guys can read that, but I'm pretty sure that says S660 maybe. I'm not really sure. Yeah. 110 S6605902 C00. It's all upside down, guys. This is like, so if you were looking from the front and you were looking with your head upside down, you would see it. So okay, let me get this set up. So to change, I also, guys, I have the matching dryer too, which is pretty cool. So Let's see. Yeah, so 66 makes sense, I guess, based on what you guys are saying. So I guess that's what it is. So to work on this machine, to change the belt, the best way to do it is actually to flip the machine. And guys, this is like a legit method of fixing this washer, is to flip it upside down, which is what I'm going to do. Okay. Oh boy, there we go. So we can work on it like this, but we're actually gonna flip it completely upside down to work on it. Oh, I should have taped the lid. No, I can't find my tape, so let me see if I can. This is about all of the part where all water comes out of it. I'm gonna try and catch as much of it as I can. This was always like probably the least desirable way to fix this washer, just because you could only do this in a customer's basement. So that's oof, there we go. Sean 806, the pink is they're still here. I had a little bit of an issue with the powder coater. The panels are still there. I don't know when that's gonna happen. And yes, this is a Sun Saver. Hey, hello from Brazil. There you go. Okay, so my memory is definitely foggy, but I'm pretty sure we got to remove the 3 brackets, and then we remove the pump, and then there's one post over here somewhere where I got to remove a little doodad, and then we could slide the belt through. Let me get my lighting set up a little bit better so you guys can see really well. Alright, that looks pretty good. So the first thing I think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get these brackets off. I think these are all 1/2 inch. I'm pretty sure the only tool we're going to need is a 1/2 inch and a 9/16 to do this job. And a 9/16 wrench specifically. So let me grab that stuff. Andrew G, this belt is so stretched that I can no longer adjust it anymore so to have the proper tension. Now, I don't know if you could see it, but this is fully tensioned and you shouldn't be able to move the belt this much. It should be like pretty tight. So let me grab some wrenches, guys. I'll be right back. So the motor tension is loose. That's definitely a 1/2 inch. Guys, I'm going to try and do this with power tools. We're going to see how it works out. Not bad. I'm going to disconnect this so I can get it out of the way. Sean 806 will find out if the belt is in fact original. That would be if it's not original, it's an old replacement. So we'll find out soon enough. Okay, one more bracket over here. Okay. Next, I think we disconnect the pump. I think first I need to pop the belt off of the motor. Now, let me loosen this. Get a little more swivel action. There we go. Oof. Oh, I got my first metal splinter of the job. Yikes. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's off. And then this, I believe, was a 1/2 inch also. So Agiflow parts are very available for this machine. I still stock the belt, the inlet valve, as long as it's basic. There's still plenty of pumps out there, although I don't particularly have this 4-port pump anymore. But that's really about it. I mean, like really rare stuff like the Sud Sabers and stuff like that, those might be a little bit of a challenge to get to, but for the most part, everything's pretty available. Okay. All right, so when you got the pump is disconnected. So guys, I'm going strictly on my memory on how to do this. And I was supposed to do something with this cam too. I think I'm okay. So I'm pretty sure the belt goes up and over this way, up and over this way, and then through the belt for the pump area. And then out of here. And I think we just have to undo this transmission bolt. And then we could change the belt, I think. Let's take a look at this belt and see what it says. Yeah, this doesn't look super old. It's it doesn't even look like it's very pliable, which the new belts are pretty stiff, but this one just no meat and potatoes to it, that's for sure. So this one we're going to get the 9/16 back out wherever I put that wrench at. Okay. And then the belt. Oh, there was something else I needed to do. Because I have to get it out of here and I have to get it out of this clutch assembly. Let me grab the paper, guys, because I don't remember. I'm supposed to turn this wheel into one of these cams, get into a certain position, and then I could pop the spring off. Let me grab the paper real quick. All right, here's the belt. This is not an old stock belt, but this is probably, I don't know, it's probably 20 years old, this one. We'll do a little comparison once I get the old one off. So let's follow these instructions because I haven't done this in a long time. Okay, unplug washer, disconnect, lay washer on its front. Loosen nuts holding motor mounting bracket, slide motor over to relieve tension. Remove belt from pulleys, rotate motor to the left as far as possible to allow for the cam bar clearance. Remove 3 support braces. Remove 2 pump mounting bolts. Do not remove pump hoses. While manually lifting up the plunger, rotate the drive pulley, that's this guy, until the cam bar advances to the spin position shown in figure 1. So cam bar position 1. Use with ultra mounting bolt spacer. So that's this, I think it's, I think that's it. It's supposed to be all the way out. So that way I think I disconnect that spring afterwards. But let me read the instructions first. Okay. Remove gear case mounting bolt which has the spacer. Loosen the 2 remaining gear case mounting bolts approximately 7 turns. Yeah, see, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, you got to actually like pull the transmission out a little bit. The gear case could be pulled down so that the belt can be slipped out between the top of the clutch shaft and the clutch yoke. and then through the area where the spacer was removed. Okay, so I have to loosen this transmission bolt, this one, and I think that's it. And then I should be able to pull on the transmission a little bit and gain access to clear this guy. Up, it's a 9/16. Let's see if I get this with the wrench. Otherwise, I need to find a socket. Alright, 7 turns. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little too tight for my 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let me see if I can line you guys up a little bit better. All right, let's see. Note, a 5/16 steel ball is used on the T bearing on later models. Also, in some models with the clutch shaft adjusting nut is replaced with washers. In both cases, check to make sure these parts are in place before reassembling. Well, I don't think we have to worry about that. This one's an oldie. So, I'm going to put the belt through here. And then I'm going to pull this transmission. And let me see if I can get this. I'm going to disconnect this spring for a hot second. See if I could slide this belt through. Guys, this is like, I haven't gotten my hands dirty fixing appliances and I don't know how long. It's pretty satisfying to work on these older machines, that's for sure. But it's not without its difficulties, that's for sure. These are not super easy to work on. Alright, I think we're good now. Once I give this a little lift, I should be able to. There we go. Okay. It's not a super easy job. It's a good thing that these belts last a really long time. Let's check out this, because this one was mighty stretched out. Let's see if we could line it up a little bit so you guys could see. Oh, not by much, but it's probably the diameter. If you notice, the diameter is a lot thinner on this side, so it wasn't grabbing very much of the pulleys. This thing's probably going to run like a champ when it's done, so that's kind of exciting. All right, so reverse installation is reverse. So let's pull on this transmission again. And sorry guys, I know I'm blocking the camera, but I just need to get this passed through. Like that. Belt, move the spacer. I'll just put it up here for now. And I think we're done with the hard part, everybody. This is kind of that's the tricky part of doing this job. So let me put the spring back on. Make sure this is lined back up. That's that. Whew. Alright, so let's do a minute of Q&A while I catch my breath. And let me see where I'm at. Okay. While you guys are talking about the washer forum. I can't wait to hear the woo-woo. I think this is gonna woo-woo, that's for sure. Yeah. TJ Manzi, can't beat these old belt drive washers. Are better than the junk we have today. Arguably, yes. Yes. That's for sure. The belt drive washers were made at least until the late 90s, early 2000s. Sean, that might be correct worldwide, but I'm pretty sure that the belt drives, like from like a consumer standpoint, stopped production. I thought it was 82 or 83 when they came out with the direct drive. If they made them somewhere else in the world, maybe they did, but I think that once the direct drive, maybe it was 84. I could have swore it was like the early mid 80s was the last of the belt drive washers, but I could be wrong. And that, as far as I know, applied to like the United States, and I'm sure they made these all over the world for a long time. '86 was the last year. I think that seems pretty. If that's not correct, that's real close. It was. I'm pretty sure it was like 80. The direct drive came out in '82, and I think they like made them side by side for like a minute, and then the last ones were like, yeah, a couple of years after the direct drive came out. Okay, so we're going to tighten back these transmission bolts. These are definitely 9/16s. Guys, let me find a socket so I'm not ratcheting for like the next 45 minutes. Alright, that's that. So, next is we do have to put this cam bar back. So we can get the belt through. So we'll pass the belt. Through here. And over the water pump. And get it kind of in place. And then we can bolt this guy back on. Let me get this cam bar back to where she needs to go. So that way the pump lever is in its correct space. Alright, so around the water pump pulley, around the main drive pulley, into the motor, and then let me get it around the motor first. And then I'll put it around this main drive pulley. That made my life a lot easier. Okay. So the belt's in place. I think the last step is we have to tighten the tensioner for the motor. And then we'll reinstall our brackets. And we'll get this guy back into place. And I think we're in good shape. This is probably going to be the most uneventful belt change I've done in a long time. Who am I kidding? I haven't done a belt change in a long time. I think it's been a couple of years, guys. Last time I changed a belt on a belt drive washer was, I don't know. You guys saw it on a video because I would have recorded it, that's for sure. Let's see. Let's see. Brazil, we have one. Sells belt drive until late 90s. Yeah, that's totally believable. They made old style washers with ringers in Mexico until at least 2005 or so. That's probably true. There's like the United States and then there's like the rest of the world, so these parts are hard to find today, especially water pumps because the transmission is very dependable. I don't know about that, Ronaldo. We get these. You know what? You're right. They are getting harder to find, as in they're just like not like regularly in stock anymore. But they're out there. That with some difficulty, you could find a pump for this washer. The belt would probably be pretty easy to find. I have a couple of them in stock. I know I had these pumps in. I might even have these pumps in stock. I might have a couple. Maybe not the 4-port, but I probably have a regular 2-port pump in stock. But yeah, and then you're right. Pre-internet, these were becoming a little bit more difficult to find. Chris, I could change a belt on that washer. I bet you can, buddy. I'm not saying it's difficult, that's for sure, but it is it's a solid repair, that's for sure, and kudos for you. I watch a YouTuber that uses a Goodyear belt and it works. You're right. You could use any belt as long as it's a V belt and the everything's the same. The thing is that like in a pinch I get it, but like this belt I think costs like $16 brand new, and I don't think an automotive belt will be cheaper. And why not just buy the right belt, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. That's just like my thought on it. To each their own, of course. And, whatever makes you happy. But I would just prefer to get the correct belt and kind of just be done with it. All right, guys, I'm gonna put the brackets on first, and then I'm gonna tension the pump, or the motor rather. I don't know why I can't get the words out of my mouth lately. And guys, I wanted to say sorry I haven't posted in like a million years. I bought this building back in 2019, and I've been kind of working on it ever since. And I just, there's that old saying, like, when you wear too many hats or something like that. And it's kind of where I'm at, is kind of got too many things going on all at once. And we've been like perpetually looking for like service people. Like, we've been short a service guy for longer than I'd care to admit, quite frankly. It's we'd love to find a service person that could go out on the road and fix these these more modern appliances that people call on every day. Unfortunately, I've kind of grounded myself to the store. I don't really do service calls myself anymore, and it's because there's just so much to do over here that it's not unfortunately it's not a good use of my time to go out and do service calls. So, and our online parts department has been doing pretty well. And for those of you who don't know, I have a website. It's called LorraineFurniture.com. And we sell all sorts of appliance parts. We have a very, ouch, that hurt. We have a very big selection of hard to find, like new old stock timers and just all sorts of we're not like the place that you're gonna go for like a modern control board. But if you needed like a timer for like a 1970s Maytag washer, like, we might actually have it. I mean, I think we have like a handful of Maytag timers. We have a lot of Maytag washer parts available. Some of these belt drive things, like little switches and doodads and all that good stuff. So, I actually discovered your channel because your videos had showing loads of laundry being washed. I use them as background while studying. Thanks, Fixie Clary. I really appreciate it. I am gonna wash some towels in this washer momentarily. So if you stick around, I will. You'll be able to get some good background music, hopefully. So, thanks again. I appreciate the little tip there. So, I fixed my Whirlpool dryer with the roller and belt kit. Runs quiet now. Thanks. Yeah, that's great, man. That's great. You guys should always fix your own appliances. Like, I think that's like, that's kind of like one of like the really. It's a very satisfying thing to do, to like, just to accomplish something that otherwise would have potentially cost you hundreds of dollars to get fixed, or even many hundreds of dollars to replace, and if you could do a little bit of research yourself and save yourself the a few $100s in the process, and learn something while you're doing it, like, that's kind of like the most important thing is, you're not relying on anybody at that point. You become like able to just kind of fix your own things. Like, if your washer breaks on a Saturday, like, you could perhaps fix it, and keep it moving, and not wait 5 days for the service guy to come out, or a week for a new washer to get delivered. And it just helps you become self-sufficient, and it's extremely satisfying when you're successful in a repair. Like, I get,
my job is fixing things, and I get a great deal of satisfaction from it. I really do enjoy it. So I fix my own everything, including my car. I do too. I'll let me backpedal a little bit because I don't wrench on my cars like I used to. That's for sure. As I get a little bit older, I run out of I don't have like the patience or whatever you want to call it to work on my own car anymore. So that's well, where the heck did this one go? Am I missing something? I'm pretty sure this was it, right? This was it. Maybe I have it wrong. No, it's definitely this way. It's definitely. I could have swore this was it, guys, but am I mistaken? Or did I put the wrong bracket somewhere? I'm pretty sure that was it. Let me look at the trusty paperwork here and see what it says. No paper. Oh my goodness. Let me just. I had them in order, and why did I forget how this one went? It's not. I sort of swore it was over here, guys. Oh. Guys, my memory is, evidently my short. There's a stud by the motor. It's this one right here. I could have swore. Oh, never mind. I found it. Gosh, you're right. I was thinking it was this one, and obviously it doesn't. And then I knew it was over here somewhere, and I didn't even see this little guy right here. That's. Oh my goodness, guys. Another good reason why you should take pictures or do a live stream of your repairs. Let me move some stuff. My wrench fell into this old washer. Okay, so guys, my next step, I do have to tighten this motor bolt. That is a 9/16, but I'm going to lay the washer on its belly. Because I got to get some leverage so I can get the belt tensioned correctly. So I'm going to move the camera real quick, and hopefully I could show you guys how to do it. And we could throw away this old belt. We don't need that anymore. Thanks, Sean. You're 100% right. I don't know why I just like sometimes I just don't pay enough attention when I'm fixing my own appliances that I forget where they're supposed to go. And it happens to the best of us, I guess. And admittedly, I haven't changed a belt on one of these washers. It's been a long time, guys. Like, oh, jeez. Okay. You could tell this washer's been worked on plenty because there's already ample information. There's a bolt here that's like the tensioner, and then there's the other bolt that we need to tighten while we are putting tension on it. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Usually involves me using some sort of crowbar device. Maybe not this ratchet's not the one. I'm not the one. Guys, I'm like so disorganized. Like this washer has been sitting back here for like a bazillion years, and I don't even know. Jason's Adventures, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are kind of learning on the fly how to fix a old belt drive machine. I'll tell you, if any of you guys are appliance technicians, this is a job that, like, if you come across one of these in the wild, like, you could just name your price because you could charge whatever you want because there's so few people out there these days that don't know how to, so few people that know how to fix these machines. I'm coming to the point where there's some younger technicians that don't know how to fix direct drive washers. So, I mean, you guys got to think about it. The last direct drive, let's just round up and say 2010 or so. So they haven't been around for over a decade at this point. So I don't know. It's hard to say. Let me get a pry bar, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Let me get my 16ths. Guys, I'm going to take this bracket back off because it is completely in my way. Okay. So basically, guys, what I like to do is I like to get and you tighten this one. It kind of feels like it requires you to have an extra set of hands, that's for sure. Especially when your socket flies off the nut. And you don't have to be super tight, but you have to be kind of tight, And then you tighten this guy. pretty tight. Okay. Now, I know that there's a very specific, but basically if you could deflect the belt a little bit, then you're good. You don't want to tighten it like with the right hand of God or anything, you know? But it also can't be too sloppy. This is a pretty tight belt, so I think this is going to work out. And then we'll give it a little... make sure all of our pulleys are lined up. I think we are in good shape, guys. Cool. Alright, I'm going to flip this machine back up. Oh, let me put this bracket back on before I forget it. Okay. All right, now we're ready. Oh, guys, we've been doing this for an hour already, huh? Well, it's don't forget that. Okay, guys, the pink Maytags are still here. They're just in this box, and the dryer is over here. I have all the parts except for the base of the Maytag washer, which is, it went to the powder coater, and then like, basically, long story short is that there's one guy that did the sandblasting in our area, and he was a really good guy, and his building burned down, and so we found the parts and they were unburnt, but they sat around, they got rusty, so he had to go find a different sandblaster to get them re-sandblasted and then powder coated. And that was a conversation I had with him like 3 months ago. And you know, I've had a million different things on my mind, so I haven't, you know, I haven't exactly been begging the guy or pestering him about getting this the base back, but it's still here, guys. I'm definitely gonna put it back together, and they're actually like basically sold to a gentleman as soon as I'm done with them. And but okay, here we go. Oh, buddy, these are heavy. Okay, there's that. Okay. That out of the way. Get this guy out of the way. Let's get all the water up. Guys, it's really important when you're testing the washer to make sure your floor is really dry, because you'll never know that you have a leak. Is there anything Uline doesn't sell? They do sell the boxes. They don't sell washing machine parts. No. That is not a Uline specialty, that's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, sorry guys, I got The pink Maytags are definitely spoken for. There's a gentleman who's been definitely, he's like first in line for them. So unless something happens, he gets first crack at them. If and when I actually ever get these things put back together. So, you know, it's been a long road. Guys, I'm gonna grab a 2-wheeler because I kind of want to spin it without dragging it. Oh man. Let's see if my I gotta. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's wait on that. Let's get some hot water first. Guys, I should change this valve while I'm here, but I gotta. We'll save that for next week, perhaps. The dryer also needs, it doesn't need work per se, it just needs a little bit of a tune-up. It all is functional, but there's one wheel that I noticed was getting a little squeaky in the beginning of the cycle, so I kind of want to address that. And so when this set Alright guys, I'm going to let you guys watch its maiden spin with its new belt. Let's see how it works out. Woo! Yes! Oh, it's beautiful. All right, guys, give me a second. Let me throw some rags in here. And we're going to watch this bad boy really take care of business. What was that tingling during the spin? That's a good question. I'll see if I could recreate it. Yeah, it's not the center support. I hear what you're saying. I just don't. It is something. It might be just some junk flinging around inside the tub because, well, you know, I just had it upside down. So let's not look for problems that maybe don't exist. But let's throw some towels in here and see what happens. All right, hold on. It might just be some debris. Okay. So we are doing Big Daddy wash, heavy duty, cottons, linens, white. We'll do colored, that'll let warm water in. And heavy duty, because that'll do the faster wash. We're gonna take it easy, half a tub first run, so that way is the agitator rattling? I'm not sure. It's not. It's very tight. So this from a bearing standpoint sounds great. It might just be some junk. You add some soap. Can I ever? I'm just gonna throw a half a scoop of powdered Tide. Jason's Adventures. I will do some full wash videos once I get this machine like fully functional. I'll probably do at least 2 or 3. I usually do my laundry in these machines when they're fixed up, but most definitely. So definitely stick around for that. Max Yang, the water inlet comes in through the top cover. So I can actually show you. This is the inlet, and it kind of sprays, so that way it gives like an even spray pattern. But this is the inlet hose, and then through here, through there. So that's how that works out. Moment of truth, guys. Andrew G, yes they did. Guys, this washer doesn't mess around when it says a full tub. You're getting all the tub. I'll let you guys enjoy. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll answer some of the questions in the comments. Well, there you guys have it. That was what I would call a successful repair. I will do some full wash videos. I'll probably publish those to my channel at some point, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, guys. I'm getting back into the groove of making videos again. I'm starting to get caught up with all of my work. But I still do need to put an inlet valve on this washer. I know it doesn't seem like it needs it, but it definitely flooded my room. So I'm going to put a new inlet valve on just to be on the safe side. All the weird little noises seem to have subsided, so everything seems to be running nice and smooth. Most importantly, there's no leaks on this washer, which is, that's kind of the killer for these machines, is when they start to leak. It's really hard to get them to not leak, that's for sure. But yeah, guys, I'll do the dryer too. That's going to be coming up soon. The dryer, like I said, mostly works. It does need just like a little freshen up, some oil and stuff like that. And really, that's really about it, guys. I appreciate you guys joining me on this Sunday for St. Patrick's Day, and look forward for the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.